Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day this upcoming Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018. And wow, does it look like it's going to be a big week. I know I said I wouldn't use a light week anymore, but man, this is going to be a big one. My wallet's going to be hurting. There's some gorgeous covers coming out. And it's funny, a few weeks ago I had a tough time finding two covers I liked. And this week, holy wow, there's some gorgeous covers coming out. And you know what? Just based on the covers alone, some of these books are really going to heat up just on the covers. So, going to be a good week. But man, your wallet's going to be hurting. I know mine is. Just want to let everybody know. Thank you for all the comments. Everything's fine on my end. I had some stuff come up with family this week that I'm going to have to deal with over the next few weeks. So I will most likely only be able to get one video out a week. I'm going to try to keep doing my top picks videos because that seems to be the one that gets the most views and I get the most information out in. I will still try and do a haul video if I have time, but it's just with what's going on. But everything's fine, so no concerns there. Just want to let everybody know. Thank you so much for everybody that's asked if everything's okay. It's all good. So usual, I'll run through. This week's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna touch on a few books from last week just because I didn't do a haul video. Some important stuff that came up, and then I'll run through all my books I'm looking at, my top covers, top picks, and a few spec books. Before I get going though, so thank you everybody for all my subscribers. Really appreciate all the comments, watching my videos, everything else. It's great. I say it every week. I love being part of this community. I really do. It's awesome. Love my comics, as I'm sure a lot of you do too. And this week's shout out to Comic Shop. I'm going all the way down to Australia. My cousin actually lives in Australia, so I got to shout out Australia every once in a while. It's Alternate World Comics and Collectables, Melbourne, Bayswater, Australia. The address and phone number is down in the comments. I don't know how many of you live in Australia or going to get a chance to go there, but if you ever go to Australia, hey, check them out. I know I will. I haven't been there yet, but at some point in my life I'll try and get there. And anytime, it's funny, anytime I go traveling now, I have to find a comic shop to stop in and check it out, so... and a couple things I gotta mention. I watched Wolf Warner. He's been a subscriber of mine for quite a while, and he put out a video the other day, and he sent me a link. Says, "Hey Jim, check out my video." So I went and watched it, and he's talking about DC. And he goes, "Yeah, the new name for DC is Dick Comics." I laughed. I laughed when I heard that. That Wolf, that was funny, man. I just want you to know you cracked me up with that. That was really funny. So. Anyways, and then and I forgot I mentioned Amazing Spider-Man 559 in my last one of my last spec books, and I forgot who it was that sent me the tip about that one. I got to give a shout out. It was Max Tapera. Thanks, Max. I forgot to write your name down last time when I started doing my video. Once I start, I just ramble for 20 minutes or whatever. So I like to give shout outs to anybody that gives me a tip. So thanks, Max. So a few books from last week I want to touch on. Just because there's some key stuff going on. First one is Doomsday Clock, number 7. And the big one with that, if you haven't read it, spoiler alert, Dr. Manhattan shows up. So Dr. Manhattan is now in the DC universe. So that's kind of a big deal because going forward, I mean, movies, whatever, right? He's now in the DC universe. And you also find out that the Mime is pregnant again in this issue. So who that child ends up being, I don't know. But they already had, Mime Married had one child that they're looking for. So I don't know if the Joker is their child or if the Joker, there's those 3 Jokers. Like I said, I think this is leading into those 3 Jokers. So coming down the road, that Black Label. So that's a good book to get. So anyways, Spider-Geddon number 0. The reason for that one, I mentioned that is, the PS4 Spider-Man is now in the Marvel Comics universe, and he meets up with Superior Spider-Man in that, so that's a good one. And one book, this is the 1 for 10 variant for that Spider-Geddon 0. Grabbed a copy of that. I got it dirt cheap. If you can find that one, I suggest getting that one. That one's, I think that's going forward, especially with Sony. I don't know if Sony's going to sell the rights to Spider-Man to Marvel. It sounds like if Venom does really well, they may hang on to it and have the whole Venomverse Spider-Man. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, that's a good one to get. Justice League Dark number 3. I mentioned this one several times. That's the first full appearance of the Upside Down Man. And not only is it the first full appearance of Upside Down Man, but he touches Wonder Woman on the head, and she gets full of the magic force, whatever, and that's going to lead right into that new Witching Hour that's coming out this week. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but that's a really good book to get. It's first full appearance Upside Down. You got both covers for that. And one book, this one, I mentioned this one in my last video, Dr. Aphra, Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 24. Gorgeous Boba Fett cover. I love Boba Fett. That book is doing really well. If you can find that sitting on the shelf at cover price, buy that book. That one is awesome. I don't buy Star Wars comics. I hardly ever buy them, to be honest. But I do have a lot of the original ones. And it's funny that it's not really that great, but Boba Fett's first appearance is Star Wars 42, and that's 24, so it's just kind of cool. Anyways, but I just love that cover. That's a great one to get. If you can get that one, buy it. I mean, it's strictly a cover appearance. Cover by, but wow, is that a good book. And I just want to make quick, obviously in the background, my Blood Realm number 1 finally showed up. My shop ordered those a while ago, and they showed up. It's not a bad story, actually. I'm going to keep going. There's only 3 issues in that, so really good one to get. But anyways, this week, a few books I'm looking at from Aftershock. Got Lollipop Kids number 1. Cover A and B. That looks like an interesting story. I buy all the Aftershock number 1s. I suggest you do if you can afford it, because a lot of those are getting picked up. Walk Through Hell number 5. Only the 1 cover. That's out this week. It's been a good story, and I'm really looking forward to that one, so that's a good one. Got 2 from Antarctic Press, and I recommend both of these, especially this first one, Mobster Graveyard number 1. There's only the 1 cover, but that looks like a really good one. That I highly suggest you get that one if you can. If your shop brings it in, get that comic. Like I say, there's only the 1 cover, but it's kind of a mobster thing back in the 20s and 30s. But then there's zombies and crap. So yeah, I mean, how do you go wrong with zombies? So anyways, William the Last number 1 cover for that as well. And those are both below print runs, so good ones to get. Boom Studios Sparrowhawk number 1. 2 covers for that. You got cover A and a gorgeous cover B by Stephanie Hans. Man, she puts out some nice work, and that is a really nice cover. If you can find that one, I suggest the cover B for that. From Dark Horse, got Death Orb number 1. That sounds like a cool story. I'm really looking forward to that one. So there's only the 1 cover that I can see for that. And another one from them is Umbrella Academy Hotel Oblivion. I mentioned this one a while back. With that coming to Netflix, that's going to be a good one to get. 2 covers for that, A and B, and that's been a pretty good story. I've liked the first 2 volumes. So, 1 from Dynamite, Battlestar Galactica number 0, cover A. It's only a 35-cent cover price, and the cover's got the image from the original Battlestar Galactica with the Cylon and Starbuck and stuff on there, so that looks really good. I just, based on the cover alone, it's only 35 cents, so geez, how do you go wrong? But man, I'm really looking for, I loved that show as a kid. I remember watching that, staying up to watch that. I loved it. IDW Batman the Max Arkham Dreams number 1. Sam Keith is back doing his Max series. 4 covers for that one. There's images of that on the screen. I'm probably only going to grab cover 1 if my shop brings it in. I think they are. That one looks really good, so I'm definitely going to pick that up. I liked the Max back in the day, so I'll talk about that a little bit later too. From Image, boy, I got a bunch from Image because I buy all the number 1s from Image, and there's a whole ton of them coming out this week. Blackbird number 1, 2 covers for that. That looks like a pretty good series, so I'm going to definitely grab that one. And this is one I highly recommend, Dead Rabbit number 1. There's 2 covers for that. Cover A, and then cover B is a 1 for 10. If you can get that 1 for 10, buy it. This looks to be a really good one. This is going to be one of my picks this week for sure. Jerry Duggan is the writer on that one. He's the one behind Analog, if you're not aware, which has been optioned already. So I highly suggest you pick up Dead Rabbit. That looks like a really good series. Die number 3 is out. There's a bunch of covers for that again, but I don't know what the covers look like. It's kind of been covered up there. I can't find an image of it, but I'm guessing it'll be like the first 2 where you get a few different options with different word bubbles and stuff on it. And it's been not a bad series, so I'll keep going with that. Errand Boys number 1. Again, 2 covers for that one. I'm not too sure what that's going to be like, but I'll take a read of it. Juke Joint number 1. 2 covers for that one. Again, I don't know what that's going to be like, but I'm definitely grabbing it because, like I said, I grab all the number ones from Image, and they're kind of hit and miss, but a lot of times they get picked up, so I always buy the number ones. Magic Order number 4. This series has been really good. There's 3 covers for this one. I'm really enjoying this, and like I've said a few times, I think it's Harry Potter for adults. It's violent and it's good. Some people don't like it, but man, I like it. I think it's really good. Spawn 290. You got another gorgeous Matina cover. They seem to be doing these black and white. It's like the cover image from the previous issue that they'll use for a variant. I guess it's just kind of a money grab, to be honest. And then a cover C is a variant, so gonna grab those. Walking Dead 184. 2 covers for that, A and B for that one. And one from Scout, Oblivion number 2. I like the first one, so I'm going to grab the second one. Only the 1 cover for it, so we'll see. I like to say I'm liking that one so far. Man, DC and Marvel got some good stuff out this week. So DC got Batman 56. Yeah, Batman's back on my pull list, and they've started doing these foil covers, so they're going to start putting those out this month. And cover A is a really nice foil cover. And then cover B is a gorgeous Matina cover. So, I mean, both the Batman covers this week are just outstanding. Boy, I'm glad I got that one back on my polls just for the covers. Deathstroke 36, only looking at cover B, and that's another really nice Matina cover. The Joker looks awesome in the background there. Holy cow. Definitely grabbing that one. Justice League number 9. Again, I'm really liking this storyline. I like where it's going, and there's some good stuff popping up in there. You got 3 covers for that. The cover C is that sketch variant. I don't know that many shops bring those in. I know mine doesn't, so I haven't. I think I've got one, and I bought it off eBay a while ago. Nightwing number 50. This looks like a good one. 2 covers for that, and as you know, he got shot in the head in the last issue. So we'll see what comes of that. I think he's supposed to get amnesia and forget who he is, and we'll see where that storyline goes, but that looks like a good one. This one looks really good. Wonder Woman, Witching Hour, Justice League Dark crossover starts with number 1. 3 covers for that. And the cover B, is it cover B for that? Hang on one second. I just got to make sure I'm giving you the right one. Oh, yeah, the cover B. Holy good Lord, is that a nice looking cover. Federici cover. Wow, is that nice. Like I say, this week there's so many nice covers out. Holy, and that story, I'm really liking that story. It sounds like it's introducing some new villains in there, so definitely pick that up. Grab a copy if you're liking Justice League Dark. I highly recommend that one. Curse of Brimstone number 7. Wow. And again, this is a foil cover. That is going to look outstanding. That is just an outstanding cover. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say, but wow, that looks so good. I'm not a big Brimstone fan, but man, is that nice. And then you got 3 of these. DC's putting out these blank books this week. It's basically just it's just a blank sketchbook, comic book, but for, you take it to cons and you can get people to do sketches and drawings and stuff in it, or signing or whatever. So there's a Batman blank, Superman blank, and a Wonder Woman blank number 1s that are out this week. So probably going to grab one of those. Just if I go to a con or something, I'll take it and get somebody to do something in that. So that's it from DC. From Marvel, is Guardians of the Galaxy number 2. 2 covers for that. I've been liking that story, so I'll keep going with it. Champions number 25. 2 covers for that one. I wasn't a big fan of the last issue. I thought it was pretty crappy, to be honest. But this one, they enter into Weird World, and there's a new look for all the characters, new costumes, new look, everything. So I highly recommend you get that one. I think that's going to do okay. And like I say, I think Marvel's really pushing the Weird World stuff right now, and I don't know if something's coming with that down the road. So I would recommend you get that one. Cosmic Ghost Rider number 4. This has been a pretty good series with some good stuff popping up in there. And at the end of last issue, you had Thanos, Punisher showing up, so we'll have to see where that goes. But 3 covers for this one, and again, check out cover B. Holy shit, is that a nice cover? That has got to be one of the best Ghost Rider covers that I can think of. And that's just a regular price cover. Jesus, that is nice. Yeah, I haven't got anything else to say, but wow, that is good. So many good covers this week. Death of Inhumans number 4. Cover A is a nice looking cover. You got 2 covers for that. you know, I saw that cover a while ago and thought that was gorgeous, but then I've seen these other ones and just kind of knocked it down a peg or two. But anyways, it's been an okay series. I'm not a huge Inhumans fan, so I'll be honest, I'm not. I like the series because Kate's is doing it, but yeah. Anyways, Infinity Wars Sleepwalker #1 is out, so I'll look at that one. I'm probably not going to buy this, but I just want to let you know, Superior Octopus is out. #1 is out. 3 covers for that. To be honest, I did not like that whole story arc with Dan Slott did back in the day, and I don't know. I like Spider-Man, but there's too many spin-offs in my opinion. There's another one, Typhoid Fever, Spider-Man #1. I probably will buy this one because I like Typhoid Mary, so... and they're sure drawing her different. You look at cover B, she looks more like MJ. I don't know. It's funny. I remember Typhoid Mary having the freaky hair and ripped up fishnet stockings and stuff. But hey, whatever. That's how we're doing it. So Weapon H #8, man, this one looks good. There's cover A. He's going into Weird World as well. And then the cover B, another gorgeous cover. That's the Man Thing Battle Lines variant. And that Cosmic Ghost Rider that I mentioned earlier, that really nice Ghost Rider cover, that's a Battle Line cover as well. So they're coming out this for Marvel right now. A couple what ifs are out this week. You got Spider-Man #1, 2 covers for that one, and then What If X-Men #1, 2 covers for that. I'm gonna look at probably getting one of those. And then X-Men Black Magneto, we got 3 covers for that. The cool thing with this is Chris Claremont is back writing it, so that's pretty good. I like that. He's a good writer, and back when the X-Men were pretty good. So that's it for the books I'm looking at. My top covers, like I say, boy, is there some nice stuff out this week. So Batman 56, you got the foil cover A, and it's funny, you know, looking at that on the screen, it's probably not going to do it justice. When you see that in foil, it's going to look really good. And then cover B, which is not a foil cover, but it's just a gorgeous Matina cover. Boy, is that a nice one. Curse of Brimstone #7. That foil cover is, good Lord, is that nice. That is a really nice cover. Deathstroke 36, cover B, by another Matina cover. That is another good one. And I just mentioned that Cosmic Ghost Rider #4, cover B, the Battle Lines variant by Max Lim. That is, holy good Lord, that is, I think of all the ones out this week, that's probably my favorite. That is just outstanding. Death of Inhumans #4, cover A. That one's not bad. Weapon H #8, that Man Thing Battle Lines. Man, I love that one. I showed that one, I don't want to say about a month ago, I guess, in one of my videos. That one's gorgeous. Sparrowhawk #1, cover B by Stephanie Hans. That one is really nice. Wonder Woman Justice League Dark, The Witching Hour, cover B, the Federici cover. That is another gorgeous one. Holy cow. Like, honestly, have you remembered this many gorgeous covers coming out in 1 week? There's like 10 covers. And just because I'm a huge Battlestar Galactica fan, I had to throw in BSG #0. The 35-cent cover. It's just, I kind of reminds me back when I was a kid and all the old Battlestar Galactica stuff. So anyways, that's it for my covers. Boy, there's some good ones. My wall is going to be hurting this week. My top picks, so Mobster Graveyard #1 by Antarctic Press. Only the one cover. It's going to be a low print run. I think that one's going to do really well. Dead Rabbit #1 from Image. The 1 for 10 variant. If you can find that, buy that comic. I think cover A will do okay as well, but that 1 for 10 is going to do really well. I highly suggest you get that one if you can. Cosmic Ghost Rider #4, cover, just because cover B is so outstanding. I mean, you have to buy that comic. I don't know what else to tell you. That is just gorgeous. I think based on the image alone, that one's going to do well. Batman 56, again, this is another cover purchase, but boy, is that a good one. Cover B, that Matina cover. Well, cover A too, the foil cover. I don't know. It's really nice. Wonder Woman, that Justice League Dark #1 B, the B cover is just stunningly good. Holy shit, is that nice. Yeah, plus I think because it's the start of that new story arc, it's going to be good because there's supposed to be new villains and stuff coming in there, so that'll be a good one. But try and get that cover B if you can. And this is kind of an honorable mention, but Champions #25, you got new versions of the characters showing up in there in Weird World, so that'll be a pretty good one to get. So man, that's my books this week. Holy good Lord, there's a lot of good stuff coming out. So a few spec books I got for you. I was at the swap meet today and looking around. I saw some old books, and I didn't find too much, to be honest with. Sometimes you go there and you get some really good stuff, but one I did find, which I didn't have, and since Sam Keith is putting out his Batman Max story this week, this is Batman the Max #1 from, I think it came out in '93 if I remember right. This one's not bad. It's pretty reasonable. You can get this for like in the dollar bins usually. I only paid $1 for it today at the swap meet. But the reason I was showing this, there is a glow in the dark version of this one where this is all the writing and the big stain behind it is kind of that, you know, that yellow, light yellowy glow in the dark colored stuff. If you can find that one, if you're hunting around your dollar bins, try to find that, because that one's pretty pricey. So definitely try to pick that one up. Amazing Spider-Man 253. That is the second black suit in. It's your fourth overall black suit. Or no, wait, hang on a second. You had Secret Wars 8, Marvel Team Up 141, and Spectacular Spider-Man 90 plus 250. So I guess it's technically your fifth appearance of the black suit, but it's second in the Amazing Spider-Man run. And as you know, 252 is a key book. But it's also the first appearance of the Rose. So if you can find that one, if you're hunting around the dollar bins, definitely pick it up. It's pretty inexpensive. It's not bad. I think it's only about a $15 book. It's nothing major. But anyways, it's a good one. This one I talked about before, 345. That's your first full Cletus Cassidy. And it's also where he gets infected with the symbiote. So that's a really good one to get. I mentioned that one before, but that one, try to find it if you can, because man, Carnage is going to be a big deal in the years to come. So I mean, he's a big deal now, but he's going to be a really big deal, especially if Venom turns out to be a hit. Man, you can be guaranteed that he is going to be popping up everywhere. And this is one, my last spec book. It's Rat Queen's #1. It's the 1 for 10 Staples book. If you want a Staples. It's the print run on the whole run was 21,000, just under 22,000, and being a 1 for 10, that means there's just over 2,000 of those. The price on this one's, you know, it's getting up there, but if you can find that, I highly recommend you buy that, because this book has been optioned. It was optioned quite a few years ago, and then the artist Rock Upchurch, he ended up getting arrested for domestic assault and stuff, and I think that kind of put a kibosh on them going forward with the show. A lot of times that they don't want the bad publicity and stuff, so they put it on the back burner. But at some point, there was quite a bit of talk that it was going to be a TV show, and I think at some point it will. Weeb kind of took a break from writing for a while and stuff, and then they got back, and now it's back again. So that one is kind of cool. Now's the time to buy it if you're going to buy it, because that's a good one to get. I love that cover. It's just a gorgeous cover. So anyways, that is it for this week, folks. I will try and get a haul video out if I can, but I probably won't be able to this week just with work and family and stuff. But I definitely will be doing my top picks videos over the next, well, I'll keep doing them, but just don't expect any haul videos for the next few weeks anyways. So anyways, take care, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye for now.